Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about homozygous or homozygosity. So let's start with the overview of this tutorial. In this video, we will discuss about the meaning of homozygous, definition of alleles, type of alleles, characteristic features of homozygous alleles and some common examples of homozygous alleles and disease caused by these alleles. So let's start with the definition or meaning of the word homozygous. The word homozygous is made up of two words, homo and zygous. The word homo means same and zygous means zygote. Thus the word homozygous refers to the cell that have two identical or similar alleles. Basically, homozygosity is a genetic condition in which an individual inherits the same alleles from both parents. Either both of the genotypes are dominant or both are recessive. Now, we will discuss that homozygous is a type of allele. So the question arises from here that what are alleles? Basically, alleles can be defined as alternative form of genes. An allele is most commonly used as essential term of genetics. It is a variant of gene which locates in a specific location in chromosome as pair of genes. In this picture, we can see the diagrammatic representation of an allele and its location in the chromosome. Now, these alleles can be categorized into two types. The first one is wild type allele and the another one is mutant allele. The wild type allele is a prevalent allele in any population which encodes the proteins that functions normally. On the other hand, those alleles which have been altered by a mutation are called mutant alleles. These mutant type alleles usually interrupt the normal functioning and most probably inherit in a recessive fashion. The second categorization of alleles is done on the basis of genotype. The alleles are divided into two types, the homozygous alleles and heterozygous alleles, which are also known as homozygous genotypes and heterozygous genotypes. When a pair of alleles are the same, they are known as homozygous genotypes. On the other side, when the pair of alleles are not similar, they are considered as heterozygous alleles. In this tutorial, we will discuss about the characteristics of homozygous genotype in detail. So, the homozygous condition is that where an organism inherits the same alleles from both the parents. The homozygous indicates that it possesses similar alleles for a particular trait. For example, if any organism inherits the genotype for hair color or eye color, so if he inherit the same hair color genotype or the same hair color genotype from both the parents, it is considered as homozygous genotype. Now the homozygous genotype can be of two types. Either it can be homozygous dominant genotype where the individual get dominant alleles from both the parents, or it can be homozygous recessive genotype where he get recessive alleles from both parents. Now, in this picture, we can see the representation of monohybrid cross, where one of the offspring get both dominant homozygous traits and the another one get recessive traits. So the first example, the genotype where it is indicated by capital D and capital D is considered as homozygous genotype, and the last one where the genotype is indicated with the lowercase d, both the lowercase d, and the phenotype shown as dwarf is also indicated as homozygous recessive genotype. This is another diagram in which the homologous chromosomes are shown with the traits of homozygous genotypes. Now, there are some common examples of homozygosity in any organism. The first example is eye color. Suppose any organism have two different eye color alleles in which brown is dominant over blue eye color. So, it can have brown eyes whether he is homozygous or heterozygous. But in the case of blue eyes, he need to two identical alleles for blue eyes because it is a recessive character for this trait. So basically, the recessive traits can only express in the case of homozygosity. The other examples are hair color and skin color. Now we will discuss about the diseases caused by homozygosity. So there are several diseases which caused by mutated alleles. If the alleles are recessive, then it is more likely to cause disease in individuals who are homozygous. There are some diseases caused by recessive alleles. The examples are cystic fibrosis, which cause thick mucus to build up, and another example is sickle cell anemia, which leads to develop abnormal beta globin and poor blood supply. In this picture, we can see the normal erythrocytes or the normal red blood cell of human cell and some sickle blood cells with sickle cell hemoglobin of human red blood cells. So, in this video, we learn about the homozygosity and its characteristics. Thank you so much.